All right, so our next part is we're creating dashed lines and arrowheads and whatnot. So we're gonna make sure we're still on artboard 1. We're gonna just zoom out a little. And we're gonna open up the text layer right there, and that pulls up that bullseye coffee. And what we're gonna do is take our selection tool and select the dark gray path in the center of the red circle, so this right here, this line. And we're going to click on the word stroke in our control panel, and we'll make sure the weight is 8. So it makes it nice and bold. We're going to select on this dashed line, and it starts making nice and dashes. And we're going to make sure it creates a dash pattern of 12-point dash and 12-point gap. So oh, it already creates. So we're going to make the first dash value 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. So the dash is the size of the lines and the gaps between them. We're going to align dashes to corner and path ends. So add lines, dashes to corners, and path ends, adjusting length of fit. You think they would make those boxes a little different. And we're going to hit escape to hide this control panel, and that's how you create from one path into dashed lines. It's still a direct path, but it's within dashed lines. Alright, so now we're going to create add arrowheads to path. So we're going to select this again and hit stroke. So we probably could have just kept it open. So under arrowheads, you can add different things. So we're going to choose arrowhead 1 from the menu to the right of the word arrowhead. So this first one, and there's different arrows and lines and fingers and whatnot. So we're looking for arrow 21. Oh my, it's big. So we're going to change right underneath it this scale to 30%. And it has a dot right there. And we're going to click align tip at beyond path, so it's kind of in the center. The next one we're going to do 17, and we're going to take this percentage to 50. So now it's kind of looking like the image. So we can escape that. At the edge of the coffee cup path, we're going to change the fill color to white. So I'm going to click our coffee cup path, and we can take this fill color back to white because we no longer need it to be different with none to see what's underneath. So now we're going to find the spoon shape, and we're going to change this to fill to be a light gray. So it's going to be K10. And we're going to do object, arrange, transform, rotate. Object, arrange, or object, transform, rotate. And it is going to be angle 90. So see, it's a preview right there. It changed right over, and we're just going to nest it over. And try to match the picture the best you can. Now we've added that. So next I'm going to work with the pencil tool. It's kind of free form open and close paths. So we're going to go to Artboard 2, Coffee Bean. And we need to pull that template again. So we're going to make sure we're still in the artwork layer. Kind of zoom in. And we're going to make sure our fill, make sure nothing is selected. And make sure our fill is none. And we're going, our stroke weight is 1 and our controller. So under the shaper tool, there's the pencil. So the shapers circle the line, there's the pencil, smooth, path joiner. Keyboard shortcut N if you are curious, and that creates a pencil with a little star sign. And, you know, we're going to open up the options, so double click here. And the fidelity and stuff, so this, if you're working with a tablet, you can really play around with all these adjustments. So we're going to drag this fidelity to the right just a little bit closer. So right around here where it's not all the way, we're going to go keep selected. Option key toggles to smooth, and make sure that is selected. 15 points, and then the width, we're going to make that to 6 pixels. You want to match it to the picture that's on 180. The picture's a little dark. And you click OK. And so we're going to start with the red X in this template. So up here, in this, you're going to probably have a few efforts to try to do this, but you're going to be, ooh. This is where doing the drawing tablet becomes very helpful with this. And you see where that pencil has a 0 right there? Kind of an open circle. That means our path is about to be closed. So it's a little different. So we're going to position it near the top to kind of redraw it, because as you can see, this looks a little wonky. So notice that little asterisk has left, and that kind of lets us know we're redrawing. And now we've redrew that path without having to edit, pull up the convert anchor point tool, or anything. And we made it a little closer. If you want, you can kind of try to pull it back in. If you're feeling like a perfectionist. I think I probably made this more difficult than it needed to be. And you can really kind of get really into this, but this is a great way to add paths, those shapes, without kind of worrying too much about the pen tool. This is kind of a good shortcut to the pen tool. So we're on page 182, and we are kind of playing with straight lines and 45-degree angles with the pen tool. So we're looking for shapes B and C down here. So we're going to position the pointer over the red X, the bottom path, and pull it up. So going to pull this up the best we can. I'm using the trackpad on my computer. And once we get up here, you're going to press Alt or Option and straight line down, as you can see, right down there. And you can always kind of reshape if you like. But maybe you like the hand-drawn element. We can play around with that later. So we're going to do the exact same thing to C. Red X, down to blue, hold on Alt or Option. There you go. So it's shape C, still selected. We're going to go to Object, Transform, Rotate. I'm going to rotate this over. And we're going to do -25 angle. And we're going to click OK. And what we're going to do is kind of finish this coffee bean up. So we're going to take their selection tool, V, select A. We're going to pull up the swatch. We're going for Coffee Bean 2. Go. And then for B, they're going to be for Coffee Bean. Oh, the fill is going to be Coffee Bean. And the other two. Did the stroke. And you're just going to kind of put them on top of each other. And I'm actually going to tilt this one over a little so it fits within here. Your adjustments may not be accurate and you may have to change things. So we're just going to move this one over to artboard 1. I'm going to group them and it's going to sit on top of that spoon. And we're going to hide the template, zoom out,